As a rich dude, I think it's very important to understand the value of dating. And I'm not just talking about fucking, I'm not just talking about having sex, and I'm not talking about having these momentary flings with people, but actually experiencing a deep level of connection with somebody, right? Whether it's a woman, whether it's a man, in some situations, right? The importance of having a deep connection with somebody. And this also applies if you're somebody that's not rich, not wealthy, you haven't gotten to that place financially just yet. But the reason that I'm curating this video in particular for rich people and for the rich men that are watching this is because, you know, I understand that in your situation, there is a shifting of priorities. The priority might be at a certain time where you're just really focused on money making, right? You're focused on expanding your legacy, you're focused on expanding your business, you're focused on creating a greater impact. Or your priority might just be having fun, right? You have a lot of resources, and because of that, you just want to have fun, you want to fuck a lot of people, right? And there's a time and a place for both of those things, right? Or you might be in the kind of situation where you have a lot of money, and you have a lot of access to resources, but you don't yet have the social skills or the social calibration to date the way that you want to date, to get the kind of partner that you want to get, and your money itself is not getting enough access as it doesn't for a lot of people, right? Money itself is not the way that you get women. There's more to the game than just that, because that means every single guy with money would have a happy, flourishing dating life, which is not true. It's definitely not true. So I want to break it down for you guys. I want to break down the importance of dating, the importance of connection, the importance of making a concerted effort to become a socially calibrated individual who is going out into the world and who's forming deep connections with people. The first lens by which to view this through is through Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The way that Maslow's hierarchy of needs starts is that it starts with the fucking basics, right? So it starts with, food, starts with water, starts with the absolute fundamental things in order to survive and in order to keep surviving as a human species, right? So food, water, reproduction, right? So reproduction might be casual hookups or something like that, right? So maybe you're getting that handled. And then above the base level is the personal safety level, right? So it's employment, it is having property, it is having health, right? Having access to basic health resources. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you also have that handled. Now, above that is the love and the intimacy part. And I think this is something that a lot of people are missing, right? Where you have your basic needs taken care of, and you probably have your basic needs very much taken care of. And if you look at the hierarchy, right, you see that you probably maybe even have your self-esteem and the kind of respect and the recognition that you want. Maybe you're also meeting that need, but there's a need in the middle that is not being met. And that's a need for connection and love and intimacy. And the reason this need is not being met is because you're not putting enough of an emphasis on meeting this need. You're not putting enough effort in. You're not trying hard enough. You're not putting enough of a concerted effort into meeting this need, and hence it's going unmet. So you're meeting all your basic needs. You have food, water, obviously, maybe some basic form of reproduction. You have your employment taken care of. You have your health taken care of. You have your security taken care of. Maybe you're getting a good amount of respect, and you have some kind of reputation because of the work that you do and the money that you've been able to make, right? But also maybe not. Money doesn't inherently mean that you get respect or you get reputation. It is just one of the components of it sometimes. Sometimes it's not even a component at all. Sometimes money has little to nothing to do with your respect and your reputation, like Mother Teresa or Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela. Sometimes it's irrelevant. But there's this core component that I want you guys to make a priority, which is love, connection, and intimacy. Because there's immense, immense value there, which I'm going to talk about in a few minutes. But there's just immense value there. But just in terms of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you also have to understand that in order for you to reach the top of the pyramid, in order to reach that point of self-actualization right at the top, you have to get to the point where you're meeting your previous needs before you can self-actualize. You're not going to be able to self-actualize if you don't have the depth of connection, the depth of love, the depth of intimacy in your life. You're just not going to be able to do it. Hence, this diagram exists. I want to make this very clear, and I want to just stress the importance of having this in your life. Now I want to talk about the benefits of having it in your life. The first benefit is the beauty of a woman, the beauty of connection. You know, being in a relationship with somebody, whether it's a woman or not a woman, right? I mean, this video is kind of curated for rich guys, but there's a chance that maybe you're a woman watching this, or there's a chance that maybe you're a guy who's not too wealthy who's watching this. Maybe you are a guy who's gay who's watching this, right? All great, all fantastic. But the point is that being with somebody, being in a relationship with somebody, it teaches you so much. It teaches you so much. It gives you the soft skills that you need to self-actualize as an individual. It gives you the soft skills that you need to strive and to thrive and to succeed and to magnify the results that you've attained in your life by 10x, 100x, whatever. You need intimacy of this kind, because how else can you learn, deep understanding? How else can you learn deep selflessness? How else can you learn deep care for another? How else can you learn how to, love somebody else? How else can you learn these skills besides being in an intimate relationship with somebody? And you also understand that when you're in a good relationship, when you're in the right relationship, colors all aspects of your life. Like your life just becomes incredibly colorful, and your life becomes beautiful, and your life becomes, you see opportunity more so just because you have the right partner with you and because you're so nourished on a soul level. You're so fulfilled. And again, this is, it has to be the right relationship. It can't just be a relationship. It has to be the right relationship with the right person, with the right woman, with the right man, with the right person. That is what is going to feed you properly. The beauty of connection. And the last one is the family flywheel. The family flywheel is a beautiful, exponential expansion of the joy that you experience in a relationship and in a connection with somebody. And it's expanded because you are creating a family and you're creating a legacy together. You are creating something that will last beyond you being alive. Right? You're creating something greater than yourself. You're finding purpose that is greater than yourself. And there's so many beautiful positive externalities that come with starting a family with the right person and doing things the right way with an intentional mindset. It's all these things that are listed on this diagram, right? It's the companionship, it's the deep connection, it's the shared memories, it's the creating the legacy, it's the fulfillment, it's the purpose, it's the enlightenment, it's the failures, the struggles through which you have to learn through, it's the hard times that will shape you. There's so many beautiful things that can be learned in the right relationship, in the right family. So kind of, my general message in this video, guys, is that I want you to make dating a priority. And I want you to make real, deep, intimate, vulnerable connection a priority just because it's important, just because it feeds you, just because it does so much more than just, giving you pleasure. It gives you depth, it gives you weight, it gives you insight, it gives you meaning, it gives you something greater than yourself. It gives you a beautiful, colorful lens through which you can view life. So don't underestimate the importance of this kind of stuff. Yes, you might be fucking right now, you might be having fun, you might be doing your own thing, but also understand that, there will be a time, maybe that time is right now, maybe that time is in the near future, maybe that time's a little bit more into the future, but there is an importance in having that depth of connection because there's a lot of insight that you will gain from that. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you soon.